It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Dancing away at the 35. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
There you go.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, he'll look downfield for Waller. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 63 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but It shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on first down is Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
All day, baby, all day.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On, boys, let's go. Let's go.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Murray now on 1st down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
117. Single, slot.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Here's A.J. Cole now. as he's on to punt for Vegas. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. That catch good for only a couple. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, Ertz over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
We got this.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Oh, he bowls over him.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Slant to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On play action, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Moore now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd and 2. To throw is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down at 5.
On play action. Now Carr.
Oh, Adams, what a grab.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs now. And he's taken down inside the 30.
74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Moore now on the return.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.